people and give your gratitude to them, your 5 gratitude, as well as look at it 3 times during the day. Like we said, the breakfast, noon, and dinner, to take that as a part of your every morning or your yesterday's agenda. So how did it go? You can even chat in the, you can even put it in the chat box, and I'll be able to read it over there.
So I did it thrice,
Yes,
but I could not stick on to the timings. I was a little late. Wait,
that's
yeah,
okay. That doesn't
yeah,
matter. That was just a,
I know.
I had just done it from my side because she doesn't say anything like that. You could have
Yeah,
just done it any 3 times. I just said it's easier
yes.
if you do it with that. Yeah, Darshika, nice. Good to know you did it for 4 people. And how did you feel after that?
I felt very nice because I could actually relate it and I really did it from the bottom of my heart. And for all those people that I have done, whatever I have written, I could relate to it.
Hmm.
And I have also done it only later part of the day,
Hmm.
like probably in the early afternoon. But
Hmm.
then I could really sit with it at peace,
Nice.
and I could do full
That's
justice to
perfectly
it.
fine. You don't have to do it first thing in the morning, especially when you are doing activities like this. It's a good idea to do it when you have kind of finished your other chores or whatever else you're doing, and sit with it with some time. Even when you sit with it for some time, it will not take you more than half an hour to do the activities. That's there for sure. But do it
Yes.
at peace. Don't do it in a hurry. That's important. So each day, you can say, apart from the 1.5 hours that you're taking out in the morning, you take out another half an hour for yourself to do the activity. And not every day is half an hour, but trust me, this investment that you make in yourself is one of the best investments that you will be making for a very long time. So take that time out and do that investment. It'll really help. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, lovely. Good to know.
Yeah,
You
Ruchi,
did it for six
Ruchi,
active. Yes,
my
Bhati. Yeah.
my whole family is, absorbed completely in your this thing
Yeah.
sessions.
Yeah.
And yesterday, my son-in-law, he sent me a message and he said,
Huh.
जो यूएस में रहते हैं कि
Huh.
मम्मी thank you so much for
Huh.
introducing us to Ruchi, and we are so happy. Things
Huh.
are so nice, and now he's so enthusiastic. He himself, he's there. I think he must be there, Vinay. His
Huh.
name is Vinay.
Yeah, he's
So
joined in.
yeah,
I did see. Yeah,
uh,
he joined in. Yeah.
yeah. And then he had some guest. One of his friends staying over. He
Hmm.
must have listened the session, and then again he said that कल उसका phone आया कि मुझे भी सुनना है. So his friend also wants to join.
Lovely. Lovely. So happy to know that. It's nice, like they say, if you are learning something good or if you're enjoying something good, can you get 3 more people into the process, or can you get 5 more people into the process of that without really forcing them, but
Yeah.
just telling them about it? And sometimes just that's just enough. You don't need anything more than that. So great, good to know. It's nice. So, yes, what else? Who else had what kind of an experience with yesterday's activity? Did you do your 10 gratitude, more importantly, and your magic rock? Because that really forms the basis of everything. So, that goes without anything else. So, any queries around that? Okay, give me an example of your desires list. For me, on my desires list, I have both kind of desires, short-term desires as well as long-term desires. So for my short-term desire, I have things like I want to visit Egypt, I want to go for Vipassana, I want to, what else have I written? I want a dog. Now that's another dog story you all will hear all along, because that's again something that will keep coming back again and again. So these are my short-term desires. On a long-term desire, when I write something like I want to touch, say, 10,000 lives. I want to be in a space where I have helped more than 1,000 people personally. So being very specific, one of the other desires I have written is I have done the gratitude book 10 times over. So these are all different desires that I have put in one at a time. Okay. So each of them can be something that you desire, which will happen immediately, or something in the near future, which is more of a material desire, or something which is experiential, like going to Egypt or going for Vipassana, or it could be something more of a long term desire. When I say I want to do the magic book 10 times over, or I want to touch, say, 10,000 lives or 1,000 people personally. So those become not necessarily something I might achieve in a year's time, 2 years' time, that doesn't matter. But it is something which I have in mind. Yeah. Neetu,
Uh,
does that help? Yeah.
so, uh, Ruchi,
Yes, yes, Rachna. Yeah.
yeah, good morning, namaste.
Good morning. Atma Namaste. Yeah. Tell me.
When you say that you want to read your magical book or the
10 times.
magic 10 times, how
Hmm.
do you call it a long term? Because you've already done it 5 times. So
Yeah.
another month it is going to be. So I don't think so. That is
Yeah.
that qualifies so much into
Long
this
term.
long term. And another thing is that we had
Yes.
a magical party yesterday,
Oh, nice.
and we
Yeah.
Suraya's house, and
Yeah.
we discussed just magic, three of us, Anu Reddy,
Right.
Suraya, and myself,
How
and we
nice.
soaked ourselves in the belief that magic is around the corner and we can create it.
Absolutely. Lovely.
So thank you so
Lovely.
much. Yeah.
Thank you. How nice to know. My sister's quite a party maker, and she's just waiting for things to relax maybe a little more. And she said the first party we're going to have after this is definitely going to be a magical party. So you've given her the way ahead.
Ruchi, just a doubt.
Yes,
So
sure.
every day you can write your long-term and short-term desire.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can, that can be a part. So then that becomes more like your affirmation.
Oh,
Okay.
okay,
But right now, I would just request you not to write it, because you may not be writing it in the correct language. And
okay,
when we come to the chapter, you write it in a manner where you feel that you're already experiencing it.
okay,
Okay, so I'll just tell you to park it aside for a little while and
okay.
just look at your blessings from smaller things that are happening during the day.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
One more down.
Yeah.
Ruchi,
Yeah,
yeah.
Dimple.
So I've written my dreams and desires. Now, for example, you have given an example that you want to go to Egypt. So do you
Sorry, I
write?
didn't get that.
You said you wanted to go to Egypt.
Egypt. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So do you write more about it, that I want to go to so many places in Egypt, and
Yes.
by this, that you write in your dreams and desires?
Yes, yes, you saturate it and you
Okay.
imagine it. Now, since you've done it earlier, I can use this language with you. You can
Yes.
understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm not using it for the others because they'll not understand what do you mean by saturating it. What do you mean by
Okay.
describing it? So that's why I'm not getting into it. I'm just pinpointing and saying, I want to go to Egypt. I want to go to Vipassana. I'm just talking in the language that they can understand at the moment. But
Okay.
yes, definitely when we get into it, and you've done that when we've
Yeah,
done
I've
it
done.
earlier.
So for
You
day
describe
one,
it.
you write it in detail.
Yes. Not on day one. I mean,
Okay.
see, you can write it in detail because you know what it is.
Right.
Everybody else who's joining in, I don't want to fast forward the process for them. I want them to first write it the way they understand it, and then when we come to the chapter, we'll describe it and we'll make it much more clearer when we do that chapter. But you know it, so you can go ahead and write it that way. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Learning to drive a car will come under short term desire. I would say yes. That is something you can definitely achieve in the next 3 months or 6 months or as soon as you're ready. So I wouldn't really call it a long term desire. I would say it's a much more short term desire. So anyone else?
Ruchi,
Yeah, who's this?
Yeah,
Can you
मैं
just name
पूछ
yourself?
सकती हूँ, I'm Karuna.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, Karuna ji. Huh.
Actually, past 8 years, I did Vipassana. I went there in Igatpuri and
Yeah,
did that Vipassana meditation.
meditation, right.
तो मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ, what is the difference between like no that thing and this thing, whatever you are teaching also.
Okay, so Vipassana, from my understanding, is a very different experience. You do
Yeah,
it for 10 days, or you do it for 21 days, or you do it for
yeah,
5 days. It's a very different experience.
Hmm.
What we are teaching, or what this book is all about, is on an everyday basis. When you are not in Vipassana, ghar grahasti mein rehkar, how do you
Yeah.
have that feeling of bliss?
Okay.
राइट सो रोज जो बोलते हैं हम रोजमर्रे की जिंदगी में रहकर हाउ आर वी एबल टू कीप आवर सेल्व्स हैप्पी हाउ आर वी एबल टू gratitude going because that is what keeps us going for a longer period of time जब हम विपासना में जाते हैं this is my understanding क्योंकि मैं गई नहीं
Yeah.
हूँ I can't really speak from there but what my understanding is you are for 10 days in a different world altogether
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah,
Vipassana is not practical for 365 days for us.
yeah, correct.
But in a practical way, living in your day to day lives, how can you experience the benefits of Vipassana?
Yeah, yeah.
That is what this teaches you, not directly by saying say, stay silent, या बोलना नहीं चाहिए, या वो सब बोल
Yeah.
के नहीं. But when you are in a state of gratitude, when
Yeah.
you are in a state of positivity towards everything, whether it is relationships that we did yesterday, whether it is the health we will do today, whether it is going to be the wealth on another day, how do you be in gratitude or how do you be in that state of bliss every
Yeah.
single moment in a practical way? So that's my understanding of putting the two together.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Ruchi, may
Can
I
I
add
ask?
something?
Yeah, sure.
Ruchi, hi, this is Anjali here.
Yeah, hi, Anjali.
Thank you so much for doing this program again. This is the second time I'm trying to do it, and I'm sure I will succeed this time.
This time, right.
Relationships yesterday, when I was writing about it, while looking through the photographs, I found a photograph of my husband the first time I had met him at a party. And it brought back so many memories, which involve you as well, because you were in the same party with me.
I remember Prashant's house.
Prashant's house.
Yes. I didn't know you were meeting the first time there. That I didn't know.
Yeah, that was the first time I met you there.
Okay.
So, I don't know who to give gratitude to. Him. So I got to meet you, or you because I got to meet him, or is it Prashant?
Please give gratitude to your husband. Definitely.
That is,
Give gratitude first to Prashant because he was the one who got everyone together.
yes. This is one. And what happened yesterday when he's one of the, my husband is somebody who I really, really, really look upon to. So when I was giving him thank you yesterday, and you mentioned 5 things that you want to give gratitude for.
Yes.
Believe me, my list went to 38.
Wow, lovely.
From 5 to 38, I tried to not give importance to small things, but then it just happened. It just came naturally, and I couldn't stop. And
that's amazing. Yeah.
The feeling of thanking him just went on and on and on. That was one. And another thing that happened was, so my husband's brother is a COVID survivor.
Okay.
He survived COVID about a month ago, and I had received a forward from a school friend of mine asking for plasma. When I wrote in the gratitude journal, thanking my husband for a beautiful family that he has given me, and that all the relationships that have made me who I am have come through him, because of him. Then my brother-in-law calls me up out of the blue, and he says, the forward that you sent me, I have donated plasma.
Wow.
So I was overwhelmed by that. It didn't end that over there. Then the person who he donated, the family for whom he donated plasma, they have called me up and they have thanked me. So yesterday it was so overwhelming, so very overwhelming that I didn't know it was just a cycle all around me was blessings, gratitude, and I don't know what the feeling was, ecstasy yesterday, just absolutely ecstasy. When I wrote all that, I was so overwhelmed. My son, my 14-year-old, my 13 and a half year old son tells me, Mama, if you don't mind, can I read your journal? I'm like, yes, please go ahead.
Yeah.
And he's been on a trip with you. He's been
Yes,
on a
I
camp
remember.
with you,
Yeah.
right? And he's done a couple of workshops with you as well. So he said, after reading it, he had tears in his eyes and he said, Mama, can you please ask Ruchi auntie that can I also do something like that? So I don't know, this whole gratitude thing has brought in a cycle where the lives of so many people have knowingly or unknowingly changed.
So
Right.
nice, Anjali. I'm having goosebumps as I'm listening to you.
While saying it, I am having goosebumps. And believe
I
me,
know
I
you
am
have.
not a morning person. I am just not a morning person. I slept late last night, and this morning I said I have to get up and I have to share this with everybody hearing it. And I hope motivate people to really believe in this more than anything else.
Thank you
Yes.
so much, Anjali. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's what we call the dominoes effect. Now, what is the dominoes effect? If you've heard of that, you just line up all these, one thing leads to the other, leads to the other.
Yes.
And you do it more like we play those Jenga blocks, and that's the easiest
Yes.
example, that you line it up in a very different fashion, and you just touch one, and that touches the next, touches the next, touches the next, and it just goes one after the other, and which is what we call the dominoes effect. And this again, there are so many videos which have come in which talk about the passing on of kindness. And there was one beautiful video which had come in, that one person was kind to one person. There was a old lady walking with some vegetables, and the vegetables fell down, and the man
Yes.
helped
Yes.
to put the vegetables back. Then the lady went ahead and helped someone else out. So it was a beautiful video, and it came back
I
to the same person.
Yes, I saw it. The last group
Yeah.
you had forwarded. Somebody had forwarded that
Somebody
video
had
in the
forwarded
last.
it. So it is,
Yes,
what goes around comes around.
comes around. Very
Right?
true.
That is just
Very
a cycle that you have set in motion. And the beautiful thing is, when you do it with gratitude, right now, when you start on your journey, you're doing it without expectation. You are not
yes,
saying that it's going to come back to me, but you'll be amazed and you will be overwhelmed just the way you are right now, and the way you're feeling,
absolutely.
because all of it happened in one day. So the cycle is kind of completed in
Yes.
one day itself. But sometimes it may take a little longer, and it will happen. So thank
So,
you so much for sharing that. That was
but
beautiful.
how do I deal with this emotion? That comes, and then at times the overwhelming brings tears.
Yeah,
Obviously,
it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. Be with it, enjoy it, because these are tears of joy. These are
Yes.
absolute tears of joy. So please enjoy them.
Thank you so
Please enjoy
much.
them. Please enjoy them. Don't feel, and that's just not for today. Last time also, when we had done one of the activities, it was an overwhelming day where people felt like they cried a lot, and they, like, I know Babita was on call on that day, and she was saying how much she couldn't stop crying because she was so in that moment. And that doesn't mean that others, if you are not crying, there's a problem with it. That's not the case. Okay, please don't misunderstand. It's just that something resonates with you and you don't realize it, and it comes out as an overwhelming feeling. So whenever it happens, be with it and be very happy about it, right? Because this is not something to get worried about. This is something to be very happy about, that this is how I'm feeling, and somewhere a loop is getting completed, right?
Yes.
So sometimes
Yes.
we need that
Thank you.
little bit of a faith or a little bit of a belief when it happens the same day, like Jyoti shared the other day, that I wrote it on day one, and on day two, the article was out for her, and she got exactly what she had desired. Right? So sometimes these things, and when we do the magical check, I will share my story as well. It happens in a fraction of seconds and we don't even realize it. And it happens so quickly because, again, I don't want to jump the gun and I don't want to explain things to you beforehand. But there is also certain processes where you have to cleanse yourself in order to get these things to start happening to you. Okay, so we'll come to that. So let's take it slow and steady. We have beautiful days ahead of us. So let's
Yes.
not rush it anywhere. Thank you so much for sharing that, Anjali. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, so we are almost there. Anyone else would like to say something quickly, or else we will start with. Yes, yes, Jyoti.
I
Yes,
just have a quick clarification.
yes,
And a
yes,
wonderful morning to all of you.
yes.
Yesterday, when I had to write down, look at the photographs and do it, interestingly, I can, in a jiffy, I can list out 100 people, I can give thanks. But when I sat with the thing, this is a clarification I'm asking,
Sure.
I realized I couldn't go past just one particular person.
Okay.
Normally I am so good at listing out everything, but when I sat with the process to do it, because it was a dedicated time and there was no distraction,
Hmm.
I know there are people, but yet it was like bouncing back, like a rubber ball. It was
Okay.
just that one person, and it took me quite a long time to get to the next. I
Okay.
sat with that for almost about an hour and a half or two, I should say. So I just want to know, what would be your thing as to why would something like that ever happen? Do you think there's a reason? It's not that I cannot thank, but when you start looking at it and going through it, it was just one particular person's face, and I would be picking, and only that picture kept coming up. It was
Again,
rather emotional.
so I need to clarify here. Was it difficult for you to find gratitude, or were you just getting drawn to the same person again?
Drawn to that one particular person.
That's fine. That's fine.
So when you say the number like 3, 5, you need to use the photograph to do it.
Yes. Yes.
So I was thinking what am I doing something differently that's sort of pulling me back? Because when I sit and do,
I
I'm a
don't
very good
know.
learner. I'll sit
I
and
don't know
do.
who the person was, but maybe it's a soulmate. So maybe that's why you're getting drawn so strongly to that one person.
Actually, this person and I have a lot of open arguments. It's like a courtroom almost. But it kept coming back.
As long as you were able to find the gratitude in it.
Okay.
That's all that is important. As long as you keep looking at the same person, but you're not having negative emotions, but you're having positive ones. And you're constantly finding, like Anjali said, that I found 38 things to be grateful for. I just couldn't stop writing. There's so much to give gratitude to that one person. Okay. Now, the reason why she says 3, okay, and 3 is a magical number, and why she says 3 is because and whenever we come to the number equation we will talk about it, but it is to show gratitude to more relationships around us. And usually we have more than 5 people who are a part of our innermost circle. So that's why she has said 3. It could be a parent, it could be a spouse, it could be a child. That itself becomes 111. Right? So from your circle of influence, or from your place where you are able to identify the closest relationships, and that's the reason why she says, as long as for the one person you kept going back again and again and again, but it was all positive, there's no harm with that.
But I took almost till past noon to complete the 3, but this one, it was like a whirlwind, going back. Okay. And that
No
was
problem.
it. Thank you.
Your time, your journey, your person, your relationship. No one's there to tell you anything, right?
Thank you.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, Gulan, but let's just hope there aren't 100 people, because now Anjali, I think, is in waiting because we're already 100 people here. So I'm not sure whether that will help.
Good morning,
So
Ruchi.
just check on
Anita,
that. Yeah.
can I share something?
Yeah. Who's this? Can you
This is
just speak your
Neeta.
name?
Neeta Gadia.
Yeah. Yeah, Nita.
Yeah, it was beautiful day yesterday when I
Hmm.
started writing my blessings with relationships. My 7-year-old son, he's very naughty actually. I always shout at him. But yesterday when I started seeing his photo and started writing, the blessings were just going on and going on. Like how cute he is. But generally when we see him, we just shout. And suddenly when I started writing, suddenly he comes and hugs me off. I said, what a magic it is. I was just thinking of you and you're at back of me and hugging me. He started seeing me, Mama, what are you doing? And
Yeah.
night, even he and my 10-year-old daughter, they both sat, Mama, even we'll search our magic rock. We'll also start a magical rock thing.
Beautiful.
They both also
Beautiful.
started with me. Like
Yeah.
but my son, he's saying nothing good had happened because he started thinking like whatever he wants, he want immediately. But
Correct.
we sometimes don't give him immediately because it
Right.
becomes his habit. But yesterday he was like, Mama, nothing was good for me today
Hmm.
because you didn't give me this, you didn't bought me a new car. So was it right to, how to deal
Was
with him
it?
then? How to deal with him? Because he was that time so negative.
Right.
So he
Right.
didn't, so like forcefully he said something to the rock. Okay, I missed my class, so that was, I was happy. So
Doesn't
how,
matter.
so how
Doesn't
can I,
matter. What you showed him was the right thing by
okay,
saying that what is one good thing that happened during the day, and not only related to something which was material and he desired and he hoped he would get it immediately. So
yeah.
that's perfectly fine. Making them identify these little things in life which are working for you is very, very important. So that's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
What you did is fine. Yes.
but they both had their magic box also with their magic rock. And his favorite
Lovely.
color is green, so he selected a green pebble. And my daughter started writing her desires also, 10 desires.
Very
She
good.
said she will complete her desires and only then sleep. We all slept off, but she completed her desires and then she slept by 10:30 or 11, I don't know also.
Yeah,
And one
amazing.
more thing I want to add, from past many months, I wanted to get up early.
Yeah,
But as soon as I was connected with this magic WhatsApp group,
yeah,
that immediately the day that day itself I got up by 4:30. And my alarm was at 5:30. I said,
yeah,
what is this happening?
yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't sleep also again. And then next day when this class started, by
Hmm.
4 o'clock, 4 5 exactly daily I'm getting up. I don't
Hmm.
know what's the magic of this. Thank you
Absolutely.
so
It's
so much,
you
Ruchi.
wanting, it's you wanting to do it. And that's the magic.
After getting up, I have to switch off my alarm.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
amazing.
magical thing.
That's amazing. And that's the only thing I give as testimony. People who tell me, अरे 6 बजे सुबह क्यों कर रही हो, 12 बजे कर लो, 4 बजे कर लो शाम को, मैं तो उठ नहीं सकती हूँ, मैं तो कर नहीं सकती हूँ. And I say, you know what, जिसको करना होएगा वो अपने आप उठ जाएगा, और जिसको चाहिए होएगा वो अपने आप कर लेगा. And saying that
Yeah.
because it's in the morning I can't do it, I don't believe in that. And there are people, and I have enough and more testimonies. You know, my biggest testimony is my sister and my niece, because these guys are not morning people at all, but they have been doing this consistently for me the previous time as well as this time, where they're waking up even before me, and they're making sure that everything is in order and ready and things are happening on time. So when you have to do it, you will wake up. There is no problem with that. Okay.
Thank you, Ruchi.
So
Thank you so
good.
much.
So it's 6:07, and let's get started with today's chapter. Anita, I'm going to give you access to unmute yourself. I'm not giving the access to anybody right now. Yeah, Kishanji, yes, you have to write your 10 Grayly gratitude every day. And we'll come to that when we're closing the chapter today. Anita, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah,
Yeah, great.
fine.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Day
Just
4, magical health.
one second, one
The
second.
greatest wealth is health.
Anita, one
Virgil.
second.
Health
Anita,
is the most precious thing in life,
oh,
and yet,
wait.
more than anything else, we can take our health for granted.
Anita, one second, one second, one second. Let me open it here for everyone to read. Now start. Yes. Day 4, magical health. You'll have to unmute yourself. Rudita, can you give her access to unmute herself? Yeah. Anita, just unmute yourself. Yeah.
अब हुआ?
Now read. Yes.
Yeah, fine.
Yes, yes, yes.
Ruchi, can you hear?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Day 4, magical health.
Yeah.
The greatest wealth is health. Health is the most precious thing in life, and yet, more than anything else, we can take our health for granted. For many of us, the only time we think of our health is when we lose it. Then the realization hits us, without our health, we have nothing.
Yeah. So once
There is an Italian proverb
right
that
now,
speaks the truth about health many of
Anita,
us.
just go slower.
He who enjoys.
Anita,
Yeah.
go slower because I'll explain
Okay.
the paragraph.
Sorry.
No problem. You're reading from the book. That's why you can't see me. So just finish a paragraph
Okay.
and pause for a second. Okay. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. So
Okay.
health is the most precious thing in life, and yet more than
There is an
anything else, we can take our health for granted. And I don't think we have really understood this as much as we have understood right now in the COVID times. I feel sometimes that this COVID time was very important to give us all a huge jolt and a wake up call to say, you know what, the right things that you should be concentrating upon, which is your relationships, which is upon your health, which is upon spending some time on your own improvement or your own self development, it was something that was not happening. And now, because of the COVID times, our whole our whole focus has shifted so strongly to eating the right kind of food, to having your kadha or your warm water during the day, not eating outside food, making sure you stick to a particular regime of eating the right things during the day. All this has happened at one level when we look at the COVID situation. So unless you have the health, unless you give yourself that time, that attention, that energy to health, this is not going to happen. And health is your wealth. We've heard this enough and number of times where people have all the money in the world, but the doctors are unable to save them, because no matter how much money you have at that time, because your health is not on your side, you're unable to get better. So this is what is very important. Only when we fall sick or when we are uneasy, which is what is actually dis-ease, you're not at ease, is when you start looking at your body and you start thanking yourself that I wish I had a healthier body, a more energetic body to do whatever I want to do. So it is only when we take things for granted that things begin to go not in our favor. Okay, now you can read. Yeah. There's an
Yeah,
Italian.
there is an Italian proverb that speaks the truth about health for many of us. He who enjoys good health is rich, though he knows it not. While we rarely think of our health when we are well, you will have felt the truth of those words even when you had something minor like a cold or the flu and you were bedridden. When you're not well, all you want is to feel better and nothing else matter other than
Having your health back.
having your health back again.
Hmm.
कुछ ही वो चेंज करना होगा तुमको.
नहीं, मेरे स्क्रीन पे इट्स ओके अनीता, आई कैन सी बोथ द साइड्स.
ठीक है, then health is a gift of life. It is something you receive and continue to receive each day. In addition to everything else we do to be healthy, we have to be grateful for our health to continue to receive more health.
Yeah. Remember.
आगे पढ़ूं?
हाँ, पढ़ो.
Remember, whoever has gratitude for health will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for health, even what he or she will be taken from him or her.
Yeah, even whatever he or she has will be taken away from him or her. Now we come back to this very important quote all over again. Whoever has gratitude for health, will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for health, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. So, this is a paragraph, or this is the quote, which I feel, even if it doesn't make you do the things in the first place, at least taking things for granted, knowing that if I don't give my gratitude for it, whatever I am taking for granted will also be taken away from me. So, health is a gift of life. It is something you receive and continue to receive each day. Now, let's look at this very, very closely. Why is it being called a gift? It is something which we have been gifted by God. Whoever the God is, whoever you believe in, whoever that person is, from where you have been given this gift. Now, how do you treat a gift that has been given to you? Do you look at it as something precious and do you take care of it? Or do you look at it as something, ha, chalo bhai, kisi ne de diya hai, utha ke rakh do? It also depends on how much value you attach to the gift. Now, suppose it is a solitaire ring that you have been gifted, you will definitely take much more care of it than if it is, say, a chandi ka challa or something which is much more cheaper. But of course, if it has been given by somebody who's very dear to you, the value of the object any which ways increases. Okay, but never mind the gift aspect of it. What I'm trying to say over here is that when you receive a gift, you treat it very preciously. So to know your body is a gift, and the minute you know that you have been gifted this life, you will treat it very, very preciously. In addition to everything else we do to be healthy, we have to be grateful for our health to continue to receive more health. The minute we begin to believe that this body of mine is a gift, I will start taking care of it in a much better way. And that is all you need to keep in mind. Yeah, Anita, you may know of people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You may know of people who chose a healthy lifestyle and yet still lost their health. Giving thanks in return for the health you are receiving is vital. When you're grateful for your health, you will not only maintain your current health, at the same time, you will set the magic in motion to increase the flow of health to you. You will also begin to see the improvements to your health happens right way. Little aches and pains, moles, scars, or marks will start to magically disappear, and you will notice your energy, vitality, and happiness increase markedly.
Yeah, continue.
रुचि आगे पढ़ो.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah. As you will learn in the later practice, through the daily practice of gratitude for your health, you can improve your eyesight, hearing, and all your senses, along with every function in your entire body. And all of it happens like magic. This is the best sentence I like. Gratitude is a vaccine, an antitoxin, and an antiseptic.
Yeah. So
John Henry Jowett.
Let me just explain this. Now, the minute you have begin to say you are grateful for your health, you will magically see that little things in your life that you have been feeling as a part of your body pain or as a part of your headache or a little bits and pieces of your health will begin to magically change, or these things will begin to disappear, and you will notice your energy, your vitality, and your happiness increase markedly. You will see a big shift in the way you are feeling about yourself the minute you start giving more and more of gratitude to your health. In a later practice, you will be learning how you can improve your eyesight, your hearing, your senses, all the functions of your body by a very simple exercise. And we will be doing that when we come to it at that time. But right now, this one sentence that you're going to learn today, which is going to come towards the end of the chapter, by just repeating this sentence, I have seen a big difference the way I have felt on days when I feel I'm having a body ache. Just last night, I was having a bit of a pain in my shoulders and my back, maybe because I've been sitting for very long hours all through the day. And I just started by saying that the sentence that we're going to come to, I just started saying the sentence over and over again. And I started blessing and, loving my shoulders and saying there's such a good job they do of keeping me sitting straight and erect, and how nice I'm able to walk straight only because of my shoulders. And I started giving so much of love and attention to them. And trust me, within 5 minutes, I could just feel a big shift in the way my back was feeling. And I knew for sure that it is because I had given it that attention that this kind of a change had happened. So it's about knowing that your health, when you're taking it for granted and you do not give it enough gratitude, that is when you will begin to see that it starts deteriorating. So today, when I wrote my gratitude list in the morning, I wrote over there, I'm so thankful for having a body that supports me in all my physical activities, that is there to help me all through the day. And I have consciously given today gratitude to my health. And that's how you realize that when you start taking things for granted, those things begin to, and not show enough gratitude for it, that's when you begin to see that they are starting to falter. Okay. And yes, gratitude is a vaccine, it's an antitoxin, and it is an antiseptic. Why do you call it a vaccine? Because it prevents you from getting something. And antitoxin, because it takes out the toxin or the negative things that you have. And it is an antiseptic because it heals. So gratitude acts as all the three things: prevention, removal of things which are not good, and also healing of things which are not working. So yes, Anita, my favorite line too, that gratitude is a vaccine, an antitoxin, and an antiseptic. Yeah. The degree that
Okay, the degree that you're grateful for your health is the exact degree that your health will magically increase. And the degree that you're not grateful is the
yeah.
exact degree that your health will decrease. Living with a decreased amount of health means your energy, vitality, immune system, clarity of thoughts, and every other function of your body and mind is weakened.
Yeah. So the degree to which you
Shall
are
I proceed?
grateful for your health. No, 1 second. I'm just explaining that. The amount of gratitude that you give is the amount of health that will magically increase. And that degree that you're not grateful for is the exact degree that your health will decrease. So if you're giving a lot of gratitude for your health, you will see a marked improvement in your energy, vitality, immune system, clarity of thought. And the amount that you are not giving, or it's directly proportional to what you are giving, is what you are going to receive. If you're giving a lot of gratitude, you will see the healing happen faster. If you're giving less gratitude, it will take that much more time for it to heal all over again. Okay. Being grateful for your health ensures, yeah.
That you will
Anita,
continue to
yes.
receive more. Yeah, being grateful for your health ensures that you will continue to receive more health to be grateful for. And at the same time, it eliminates stress and tension in your body and mind. Scientific research studies have shown that stress and tension are at the root of many diseases. Studies have also revealed that people who practice gratitude heal faster and are likely to live 7 years longer.
Yes, are likely to live 7 years longer. So, scientific research studies have shown that stress and tension are at the root of many diseases. And now, today, when you go to meet any doctor, I think one of the common things, no matter what you have gone for, if you've gone for headache, if you've gone for throat ache, if you've gone for leg pain, if you've gone for stomach infection, somewhere they will connect it and they will say, आपकी life में बहुत stress है. आपकी लाइफस्टाइल को आप बदलिए, आप ठीक से खा पी नहीं रहे हैं, आप ठीक से सो रहे नहीं हैं, आप बहुत ज्यादा टीवी देख रहे हैं या बहुत ज्यादा स्क्रीन टाइम है, आप रेस्ट नहीं ले रहे हैं, and these are all lifestyle related diseases. This has got nothing to do with our body really. So we are not meant to do these things, and we are pushing ourselves to do these things, and that's the reason why we have more stress in our life, and the stress builds in your body. Okay, and there is a whole philosophy written by Louis Hay. Some of y'all would have heard of her, some of y'all would have known her philosophy, but the whole Louis Hay philosophy comes from the place that everything that we are doing in our world, in the sense that if there is something that we are holding back, or if there is anger, or if there is these negative emotions, if we are not managing them well, we are not releasing them well, they end up becoming diseases in our body. And her whole book called Heal Your Life is around this philosophy that by making these shifts in our thought processes, by making these shifts in the way we speak, we are going to be rectifying our bodily ailments. So it's a beautiful book where she talks about little things and says that if you are having say stomach ache, or if you are having some problem, if you're having a headache, or if you're having throat pain, then there is something related to your thought process. And by the power of affirmations, or by the power of telling you to use the right language of loving that body part, you can heal yourself. So she herself was a cancer survivor, and she came out of cancer not through medication, but just using the power of affirmations. And what are these affirmations? These are positive sentences that you tell yourself every day. Okay, so for example, a positive affirmation would be that I am enjoying the gift of life, and the gift of life is keeping me alive. Okay, or saying that I am healthy and I have a fit body enough, or I have a fit I have a fit mind in a fit body. So now that becomes an affirmation when you are telling yourself something like this. Okay, and this is explained very clearly in that book called Heal Your Life by Louis Hay. And I can share the PDF of that on the group. So in case you want to go through it, you can do so yourself. Yeah. You can see in the state of
Yeah.
your health. Yeah.
You can see in the state of your health right now how grateful you have been. You should feel amazingly every day. If you feel heavy and life feels like a real effort to get through, or if you don't feel younger than your age, then living with decreased health. One of the major causes of this loss of vitality is a lack of gratitude. All of that is about to change through, because you're going to use the gratitude's magical power for health of your body.
Yeah.
The
So,
magical health
Anita,
practice begins with
one
reading through
second.
the following paragraphs
Anita,
about the health of your body. After you read
Anita,
each italicized line for a particular part of your body,
Anita,
close
one
your
second.
health.
1 second. Okay, now because you are reading from the book, you're not stopping. But I think Babita has come to call you out to you, because I was calling out to you so many times. Thank you so much. This part I will take it
Okay.
as a meditative exercise. And I like that you're completely in the flow. So you're reading it so sincerely that you're not stopping over there. But no problem. That's perfectly fine. Thank you so much. I'll call you back in to read the rest of the chapter once I do this meditative exercise with everyone. Okay. So first, let's just look at this one paragraph. This paragraph basically explains that how are you feeling about yourself right now? Are you feeling heavy, or are you feeling energetic? Are you feeling healthy, or are you feeling not so healthy? Now, depending upon how you are feeling about yourself, you will come to know whether you are healthy or you are not. If you are feeling that it's a real effort to get through the day, or if you're not feeling younger than your age, then you are living with a decreased health. But one of the major causes of this loss of vitality is a lack of gratitude. All of that is about to change, though, because you are going to use gratitude's magical power for the health of your body. Now, what I'm going to be doing with you is a short meditative exercise where I'm going to be taking you through thanking each and every part of your body. And I would request everybody to please sit with your eyes closed. And don't bother to read along with me. Just pay attention to what I am saying. Okay, just get ready to sit in that posture, get comfortable. And when I ask you to thank, you can either thank yourself out loud or you can just do it in your mind, whichever way it works. Okay? So the magical health practice begins with reading through the following paragraphs about the health of your body. After you read each italized line for a particular part of your body, close your eyes and mentally repeat the italized line, feeling as grateful as you can for that part of your body. Remember that when you think about why you're grateful, it will help you feel gratitude more deeply. And the deeper you feel it, the faster you will feel and see the amazing results in your body. So, what I'm going to be doing right now, like I said, is I'm going to be taking you through each body part. And as we are thanking the body part, we will also be saying why we are thanking it, because the why becomes extremely important. And then you will say the words, thank you for whatever the body part is. Now it's up to you whether you want to say it mentally, whether you want to say it out loud. It's completely up to you. Okay? So just sit comfortably, close your eyes. Think about your legs and feet. They are your main form of transportation in your life. Think about all the things you use your legs for, like balancing, standing up, sitting down, exercising, dancing, climbing steps, driving a car, and most of all, the miracle of walking. Your legs and feet allow you to walk around your home, walk to the bathroom, go to the kitchen to get a drink, and walk to your car. Your legs and feet allow you to walk around stores, down the streets, through an airport, and along the beach. The ability to walk gives us freedom to enjoy life. Say, thank you for my legs and feet, and really mean it. So, for the next 20 seconds, keep all your attention on your legs and feet and feel them like you're feeling them for the first time. And say, thank you for my legs and feet. Think of all the things that you can do with your legs and feet. And it is because of your legs and feet that you're able to move around. And most of all, you have the miracle of walking. And say one more time, thank you for my legs and feet. Now think about your arms and hands and how many things you pick up and hold in one day. Your hands are the major tools of your life, and they are in non-stop use all day long, every day. Your hands allow you to write, eat a meal, use a phone or computer, shower, get dressed, use the bathroom, pick up things and hold them, and do everything for yourself. Without the use of your hands, you would be dependent on other people to do the things for you. Say, thank you for my arms, hands, and fingers. So, for the next 20 seconds, spend time with your arms, hands, and fingers with all your focus and attention on them. Think about all the things you're able to do, from your cooking to your cleaning to your keeping things in order to holding something to writing something to using your cell phone, to be able to click buttons on a computer. All of this happens only because of your arms, hands, and fingers. So say, thank you for my arms, hands, and fingers. One more time, keep feeling the sensation around your arms, your hands, and your fingers, and say, thank you for my arms, hands, and fingers. Now think about your amazing senses. Your sense of taste gives you so much pleasure multiple times throughout the day as you eat and drink. You know from losing your sense of taste through a cold that the joy of eating and drinking disappears without being able to taste food or drinks. So say thank you for my amazing sense of taste. Think of all the delicious things you're able to have because you have the sense of taste. Say thank you for my amazing sense of taste. Think about all the things you're able to taste because of your sense of taste and say thank you for my amazing sense of taste. Your sense of smell enables you to experience the beautiful fragrances of life. Flowers, perfumes, clean sheets, dinner as it's cooking, a fire burning on a winter's night, the air on a summer's day, freshly cut grass, the smell of the earth after rain. Say thank you for my wonderful sense of smell. Go back to your favorite smell and say thank you to your senses of smelling, which allow you to enjoy that smell. Say thank you for my wonderful sense of smell. Go back to the smell of something delightful when it cooks and the aroma that it spreads. And say thank you for my wonderful sense of smell. If you didn't have a sense of touch, you would never know hot from cold, soft from sharp, or smooth from rough. You would never be able to feel objects or physically express love or receive it. Your sense of touch allows you to touch your loved ones with a reassuring hug. And to feel the touch of a hand from one human being to another is one of the most precious things in life. Say thank you for my precious sense of touch. So go back to that one sensation you had with your loved one, with your parent, with your child, where that hug made a big difference to you. And say thank you for my precious sense of touch. Think about a time when you held somebody in your arms very closely and helped them feel better. And say thank you for my precious sense of touch. Feel the sensation all over your body. Think about the miracle of your eyes, which enable you to see the faces of your loved ones and friends. Read printed books, newspapers, emails, watch television, see the beauty of nature, and most importantly, see your way through life. Just put a blindfold on for an hour and try to do what you normally do, and you will appreciate your eyes. Say thank you for my eyes that enable me to see everything. Think about a beautiful picture that you were able to see because of your eyes. Think about a place that you traveled and a scenery that became so memorable for you because you could see. Say thank you for my eyes that enable me to see everything. Think about the smiling face of a loved one and thank your eyes that had it not been for my eyes, I would not be able to see the smiling face of my loved one. So thank you for my eyes that enable me to see everything. Think about your ears, which enable you to hear your own voice and other people's voices so you can talk to people. Without ears and your sense of hearing, you could not use a phone, hear music, listen to the radio, hear your loved ones talk, or hear any of the sounds of the world around you. So, thank you for my hearing. Say thank you that I'm able to hear whatever is being said right now. Had it not been for my ears, I would not be able to hear it. So, thank you for my hearing. Think about a time when you were able to listen to your loved one, and that wouldn't happen had it not been for your sense of hearing. So, say thank you for my hearing. And to use any of your senses would be impossible without your brain, which processes over 1 million messages a second through all of your senses. It's actually your brain that enables you to sense and experience life. And there is no computer technology in the world that can duplicate it. So say thank you for my brain and my beautiful mind. This brain, which is able to understand, which is able to comprehend whatever is being said to it. So say thank you for my brain and my beautiful mind. It is this brain which works faster than a computer and gives you all the resources that you need at a given time. So say again, thank you for my brain and my beautiful mind. Think about the trillions of cells working unceasingly 24/7 for your health, body, and life. Say thank you to your cells. Think about your life sustaining organs, which are continuously filtering, cleaning, and renew everything in your body. And think about the fact that they do all their work automatically without you even having to think about it. So say thank you, organs, for working perfectly. Think about each and every cell that is there in your body, which is constantly repairing parts that need attention. So say thank you for my organs that are working perfectly. These cells that come together and they form organs. So say thank you to each and every organ of mine which is working beautifully. My lungs, my kidneys, my livers, my intestines. Each of these organs is working so beautifully on its own. They're working unceasingly. So say thank you, organs, for working perfectly. But more miraculously than any sense, system, function, or any or other organ in our body, it is the organ of our heart. Your heart governs the life of every other organ because it is your heart that keeps the life flowing to every system in your body. So say thank you for my strong and healthy heart. Think about the heart, visualize the heart and how it is pumping blood every second in order for the nutrients to reach the right places, in order for the oxygen to travel. And say thank you for my strong and healthy heart. Visualize your heart and say thank you to your heart because it's continuously working. Say thank you for my strong and healthy heart. Now slowly, please open your eyes. With a big, big smile because you've thanked your body parts, you've thanked your cells, you've thanked your organs, you've thanked your various different parts of your body by saying thank you so much for working unceasingly, continuously, so that I can achieve all my dreams, so that I can spend time with my loved ones, so that I can hear, smell, taste, touch so many of life's beautiful experiences. So say thank you for my body once again. Okay, Anita, you can read now.
Yeah, so sorry, Ruchi.
No, no, not at all, not at all. Because I know you are reading from the book. So you are not
Okay,
making contact. I completely understand that. No problem at all. Yes. Now,
okay.
next, take a piece of
Next,
paper. Yeah.
next, take a piece of paper or a card and write on it in bold letters. The gift of health is alive.
Yeah.
Take the card with you today and put where you know you will see it often. If you work at a desk, you can put it right in front of you. If you're a driver, in a place in your car or truck where you often. And if you're at home most of the time, you can put it where you wash your hands or near your phone. Choose a place where you will know you will see the words you have written.
Okay. Just 1 second.
Ruchi,
Your voice is
now?
breaking. Anita, your voice is breaking. Is it okay if I just take it from here? Yeah.
It'll be
So your
better.
voice is breaking.
Yeah.
So I'll just take it from here now.
Okay, okay.
So thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. Next, take a piece of paper or a card and on it, write it in big, bold letters. The gift of health is keeping me alive. Now, this is the magical sentence that I was talking about, because yesterday, when I was feeling that in my back, this is the only sentence that I kept saying before I started saying something to love my back. So, what you say over here is the gift of health is keeping me alive. Now, write this down on a big piece of paper and make it 2 papers, 3 papers, 5 papers, as many places as you want in your house. Put this up on your mirrors. I have got one on my refrigerator. I have one in my room where I have kept it, where you are constantly seeing this. Now, what happens when you see it? Even if you are passing by and you subconsciously read the sentence, it is just going to make you, for a flicker of a second, if you don't have the time at that moment, for a flicker of a second, you will stand by and thank your body. And you will say that the gift of health is keeping me alive. That knowing that this body of mine is gifted to me. And therefore, I am using it in a proper way by taking good care of it, whether it is through my food, whether it's through my exercise, whether it is through the food that I eat. Whatever I am doing through my nutrition, exercise, sleep, I am taking care of my body. So, the gift of health is keeping me alive is a sentence that I want you to write. The book wants you to write it down today. You can take this card with you today, put it in a place where you know you will see it often. If you work at a desk, you can put it in front of you. If you are a driver, you can put it in a place in your car or truck, or where you will see it often. In fact, even if you're not a driver, you can stick it up in your car, because every time you sit down in your car, you will take that 5 minutes off in order to thank your body. You will subconsciously do it the minute you see this sentence. If you're at home, and most of the time, you can put it where you wash your hands or near your phone. Like I said, I have put it on my refrigerator, because what happens is other people in your house also see it. And whether or not they believe in it, whether or not they understand what you are doing, it will definitely help them to start thinking about their health as a gift. Choose a place where you know you will see the words you've written often. Today, on at least 4 separate occasions, when you see the words, read them very slowly, one word at a time, and feel as grateful as you can for the gift of health. Being grateful for your health is essential to keep your health, but also uh, to guarantee that it continues to get better. With increasing energy and zest for life, if the gratitude were used in conjunction with conventional medical treatments, we would see a health revolution and recovery rates and miracles like we've never seen before. So, now what it says is that apart from the medical treatment that you are taking for any one particular thing that probably you are having, if you can start using affirmations, and that is what is there in Louis Hay's book, and I will share that PDF on the group today. The minute you are able to see this and you are able to read and say which body part of mine requires more attention and what is the language, that is the affirmation that I need to use for it, and continuously using that affirmation will bring about a huge change in the way you are feeling. I'm not saying stop your medication, but I'm saying add this along with your medication, because today we know of a number of people who have survived cancer not because of their body, but because of their mindset, because they had a mindset where they were very positive about fighting it, that they were able to come out of it successfully. So Louis Hay's book, Heal Your Life, talks all about this, from a miracle that can happen with your body the minute you are able to give it that attention. Okay, so what is today's practice? I'm just going to read that. Magic practice number 4, magical health. Repeat steps 1 to 3 of magic practice number 1. Count your blessings, make a list of 10 blessings, write why you're grateful. Reread your list, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel gratitude for each one. Now, this gratitude list has to be written every single day. even though you might be doing another activity which might be related to your health, maybe related to your relationship, maybe related to wealth, maybe related to careers and opportunities. But this is a standard practice that you will do every single day. On a piece of paper or card, write the words, "The gift of health is keeping me alive." Place the piece of paper with your written words where you know you will see it often today. On at least 4 occasions, read the words very slowly, and feel as grateful as you can for the precious gift of health. So now, once you put this up in one place, 2 places, 3 places, wherever you want to put up, in how many ever places you want to put this up, and you will go over it, or you will look at it at least 4 times during the day. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, "Thank you for the best thing that happened during the day." So that your gratitude that you start the day with and the magic rock that you end the day with, it remains constant every single day. You do not do the practice because you are doing something else. And the rest of the thing is very simple. It's about making a card and writing it down. "The gift of health is keeping me alive." And at any time when you feel a little low on energy, just by repeating this, just by believing in this, you will begin to see a major shift in the way you are feeling. Okay, so this is the magical practice for today. It's a fairly simple exercise to do, writing down your 10 gratitude, holding your magic rock at the end of the day, and writing down the sentence, "The gift of health is keeping me alive." And for those who have already written it down and have been using it, maybe find some extra places. Maybe find your car to put it in. Maybe look for putting it up in some other place in your house. Try and look for new locations where you can add this magical sentence. Okay. So now, any questions? Anything you would like to say? Yes, yes, Rachna. Yeah. And yeah, I'm going to unmute you. Yes, please unmute yourself.
Ruchi,
Yes,
when you had started and you said that you had a shoulder pain and
yes,
you had written an affirmation for your
yes, yes.
self, can you just repeat that? I just want to
Yeah. So
get a
I didn't write the affirmation, Rachna. I
no,
just said that I love my shoulders.
I love my shoulder.
I love my shoulders, and that goes for any body part. If you're having a headache, if you're having a throat pain, if you're having a knee pain, the first thing the body is telling you is that I need your attention. You are not loving me enough because I am working so hard for you. It's my shoulder and my back's way of saying, "Look here, lady, I'm supporting you all day long for all the time that you have been sitting up, and you are not showing me enough gratitude." So yesterday, what I did when I went to bed was to say, "I love my shoulders. I love my back. Thank you so much for giving me the energy to sit through the day." Because honestly, I'm not a person who sits for so many hours. I'm usually on my toes. But right now, because of all the classes I'm doing and all the time that I'm spending, I'm sitting for longer hours. And I can feel that stress. And in fact, I even told my back and shoulder, Rachna, and this will interest you. I told my back and shoulder like I was talking to a baby, and I said, "You know what? I'm going to treat you to a massage tomorrow. I'm going to take you and we're going to do a little oil spa for you." It's like talking to something outside. And हम जैसे बोलते हैं ना, बच्चे को फुसलाते हैं, बच्चे को प्यार से बात करते हैं when we want something from them. That was my way of talking to my body or talking to my back and shoulder and say, "Thank you. You know, you've been doing such a marvelous job. I promise you tomorrow we will go for a neck and shoulder and a back massage." And I've told that to my back. And you know, it's as if it speaks back to you. And it is a smile that is coming from your back or your shoulder. And it says, "Okay, in that case, I'm going to let you be for one more day, but you jolly well take me for what you've promised." Yeah, so it's for any body part. It's a back and shoulder is what I told myself, but it's for any part of your body. When you can talk to your body part and you can say thank you so much because you've been supporting me, especially when we have knee pain and leg pain and ankle pain. Okay, and we do that and we say thank you so much. You bend with such flexibility, you're able to make me walk, you're able to help me out so much all through the day. Thank you to my ankles because they are the ones, or my foot, which because they are the ones that is taking my entire body's weight. So I say thank you to that. And I say thank you so much, you're being such a darling, you're helping me out so much. And that, just talking with love to that particular body part, you will see a big change in the way that body part feels. Okay, and that is what this is about. Affirmations are there in Louis Hay's book. The affirmations are there, and there is a particular affirmation for your upper back, your lower back, your middle back, which is actually related to something more that is happening deeper inside. Okay, like your upper back has got something to do with relationships, your middle back has got something to do with guilt, your lower back has got something to do with money. Okay, so each part of your body is actually giving you an idea that this is something that you're not taking care of, and therefore it is hurting you. But even before I went into any of those affirmations, because my Louis Hay book is lying downstairs and I didn't want to go and pick it up and do any of that, I just wanted to love that body part. I just wanted to say, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being there for me, because I know this is more of a physical strain for my body and not something which is deeply rooted in something else. Now, what is the difference here? When you consistently have a pain, then you know it is deeply rooted in something else. Okay, so if I'm consistently having a backache, then I know I need to fix it, because it's probably got something to do with my relationships, or it's got something to do with my guilt, or it has got something to do with my money issues, which is how the back is divided. But I know for sure this has not got something to do with a deeper issue. It was more of a physical strain. So when I know it is a physical strain, by just loving my body and just by saying that, you know what, I'm going to take you today for a massage and we're going to have a great time, getting that oil over our body, that's enough. And I could just sleep like a baby after that. Right?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ruchi.
Yes, thank you. Yes. So anyone else would like to say anything else? Any clarity that you would want about today's exercise? Yeah? Any questions you have? It's very simple. It's very, very simple. Anybody who has it handy, who can show me your picture of the gift of life is keeping me alive? Yeah, okay. So Rachna, can you just show it a little closer? She has it written. Yes, Jyoti's written it down already. Lovely, very nice. And Rachna has it on her mirror, right? So she has all these stuck on the mirror. Anyone else? Thank you so much for sharing, Rachna. Thank you. Yeah. Jyoti, I can't see it. Yes, it's on your phone. Yeah, 1 minute. I have to give you access to unmute. 1 second. Yes, yes.
I quickly put it up as my DP.
Yes.
Because I'm one standing example for what you said,
yes,
for taking advantage of my awesome body. And if you ask, I can give you testimony what it did to me, begging for some sort of attention.
Yes.
From 2014, I know what I went through. So I can't tell you how much I'm pampering, and I literally, people will think I'm cuckoo. I spend half hour sitting and pampering, petting. I'm talking to myself. But what you said was so meaningful, Ruchi, because I think,
I'm just reading it now. I'm just reading it right now in the message box where you said that. I understand. Lovely. Lovely. Yes. Pushpa Didi, you wanted to say something. I saw it in the message box. Pushpa Didi. Yeah, 1 second. Just write in the chat box whoever wants to say something, because I have unmuted. I have not got the access here. 1 second. I don't know if Pushpa Didi is there. She had written that she wants to say something, but yeah, you're here. Can you 1 second? Yeah, just a minute. I'm just trying to unmute her so she can speak, but I'm unable to see her where she is. Just give me a second. Okay, 1 second. I'm just going to give. Yeah, so everyone can unmute yourself and speak. I have given the access back, but just speak one at a time. Pushpa Didi, can you just unmute yourself and speak?
रुचि
Yeah.
मैं तुम्हें तुम जब ये बोल रहे थे लुइस हे के बारे में
हाँ,
तो
हाँ.
I have done it 10 years back.
Okay, yeah.
And मुझे डॉक्टर ने बोला था कि नी का आपको ऑपरेशन करवाना पड़ेगा.
Okay,
And
हाँ.
with this affirmations, I cured totally.
Totally, lovely.
Yes.
Yes.
मतलब मुझे
Yes.
कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. And since this is the Louis said this, I do everything.
Yes, fantastic, lovely. So okay, there are some questions here. Radhika.
Hi, good morning, Bhavi.
Good morning. Yeah.
Bhavi, the activity you gave yesterday to say thank you to the most precious person in your life, do we have to repeat it daily?
No, it's not something.
Or it's only for a day?
No, it is only for a day. Like I said, a lot of activities will keep coming up each day. And after day 6, 7, if you continue to repeat it, you'll feel very overwhelmed. So just take one thing at a time. Okay, so you don't have to repeat it today. But yes, if you want to thank the person as a part of your gratitude list, please go ahead and do that. That definitely you can do. Yes? Yeah.
Hi,
Ruchi.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Ruchi,
Can
I
we
have a
one
question.
person speak at a time, please? Yes.
Ruchi, can I ask a question?
Yes, yes. Who's this?
I'm Gauri Chawla.
Yes, Gauri. Yeah,
Ruchi, a few questions. When we are doing our body meditation, can you also do it for a near dear one who may need it also a lot, the same meditation for them, her or him?
Okay, so now since I have done pranic healing, I know that you need to seek their permission. Okay,
right.
Ask them, can I do this for you?
Sure.
Right?
And for a particular body part as well for them?
Yes. See, it is best if they do it themselves. So you
Sure.
can share with them this experience and you can tell them this, because it is best if they do it. It's like saying somebody has a headache in my family, can I pop a pill for the person? You
Sure.
can't. It's not
Sure.
going to work, right? So they definitely have to do it. But yes, as a visualization, which actually comes as a practice sometime later in the book, when you can visualize it for somebody else. Right now, take their permission and say, can I do this for your body part? Or can I do this for you? Or better still, I will be sharing a recording of my voice about this body part exercise, or this what we have done. So maybe you can share it with them and ask them to listen to the audio clip, because they have to do it for themselves.
Sure. One more experience.
Yes, yes.
Like when we are in pain, in an emotional pain, or we are crying, our heart really hurts.
Yes, yes.
There is a pain, a negative pain. And when we feel gratitude and when we say thank you, thank you, thank you, we feel such an overwhelming positive thing in our heart, in our upper chest, that we really feel the difference, that gratitude is different from a normal being, a normal sense of being. And yesterday, after the session, the whole day, I was doing that very cautiously with my husband, who is a gem of a person for all these 30 years, every moment of my life supporting me. But I am not always realizing it and maybe complaining very often in my own heart. But yesterday I was saying, thank you for helping me stir this vegetable. The cook is not on the show and my work calls are ringing, and he was helping me. And I could feel that surge of gratitude. And the whole day was so smooth and helpful. I could cope with my work and with the house, with the support not always being around these days.
Yes, I'm so
Thank
happy.
you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, I wanted to say, Um, one second. I'm just trying to see if people have questions. Suman, you had a question. Would you like to take a question?
Yeah, Ruchi,
Yes.
good morning.
Good morning. Yes.
While we were doing the body meditation, I had a shooting pain in my right hand,
Okay.
which subsided after the meditation got over. So what does that show?
So it's just that you have loved that part. That part was asking for your attention. Like I told about my shoulder and my back, right? That when I know that that body part is asking for attention, that body part is saying, you know, I have been supporting you for such a long time and you're not being grateful to me. So I gave my gratitude, I gave my love and attention to my back, and I even promised my back a massage today, right? So it is making it feel even better. So that's what it is, right? And I have to tell you that the testimony that I have got for this one particular exercise has been overwhelming. And although there are men on the call and people are seeing it on YouTube, but I will still go ahead and say it. There were women who wrote to me and said that their menstrual cycles were not in place. And by just listening to this body exercise, which I just recorded it in my own voice and gave it, because the first batch we did it with, they really found it so good that they said, can you just put it down as a audio recording for us? And I just made it that very day and gave it. And people have heard this audio recording over and over and over again. And I have got 3-4 messages from women who have told that their menstrual cycles were not in place for the past 6 months, somebody for 3 months, and how within 2 days of listening to this, they have got back on track. Okay, so it has beautiful, implications. And like you said, you're saying right now that you had a shooting pain and it vanished. You're saying it right away, right? So loving your body and thanking your body part, consciously doing it, right, will make a big difference. So whether or not you do it right now, in the sense that every single day, but become very aware of your body, become very, very aware, because our body sends us messages all the time. If there is something going wrong, our body reflects it and tells us first, and then giving it attention then and there. It's like a crying child who comes to you. Okay, will you put the child away and say, 4 din baad I will take a look at it? No, we don't do that. We give attention to them then and there. And this is exactly that. Giving attention to your body part then and there, and treating it like a child, and treating it and saying, you know, I understand you're not feeling good today. I am sorry that I have been putting you through so much stress. If I'm talking to my shoulder and my back, this is what I'm telling. And I promise I love you and I'm going to take good care of you. Right? So that is how it makes a big difference. I'm just trying to
I have a question.
questions. Just
Yeah.
1 second. Samyukta has a question. Can we write the same gratitude or different things for 3 occasions? You can write the same thing. You can write different things. Completely up to you. Completely up to you. As far as possible, try and look for new things to be grateful for. Okay. I don't teach pranic healing. I'm not a teacher in pranic healing. I cannot teach pranic healing. And there are lots of people who are very good teachers. So please find out a place which is close to your house in Bombay, because Rashmi has written this question. Please go and learn pranic healing from there. You have to be certified. I have only done 4 levels of pranic healing. You have to be a much greater master in order to teach it. I'm nowhere close to that. So I cannot teach that at all.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes. Yes.
I'm diabetic from last 15 years and on insulin. So how can I improve my pancreas? Is there any special affirmation for that?
Yes. So what I will do is I will be sending the Louis Hay book, and the last, I think, close to 45-50 pages are only on affirmations. Okay, so you can read the one which is particularly for diabetes, particularly for your order, and just read that affirmation out from there. You'll get the answer, the correct one.
Thank you.
So I will be posting it. I might take a little while, but I will post it today. Okay, so you can go through it during the day. Yeah.
Morning, Ruchi. Sandhya here. I have a doubt.
Yeah.
My doubt was, while giving gratitude to all my organs, I was yawning continuously. So what it means?
I think it just means you're sleepy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. No. I'm absolutely awake. I thought I'm releasing my toxins through yawning. I'm absolutely awake, Ruchi.
Not sure, because yawning, from my medical understanding, is when there is lack of oxygen.
Okay.
That's when we yawn. So maybe if you do some breathing exercises first and then you do this, then maybe it'll help. Maybe you need more oxygen in your, I mean, that's completely my understanding, that maybe your body needs rest. Maybe that is the indication that your body is giving you, that maybe you need some rest before you do that. Maybe that is the message that's coming back to you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Yes,
Ruchi,
7:10, 7:15.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Ruchi,
Yes.
yeah, this is Pinky here.
Yeah, Pinky.
Nothing. I just want, like, it is my desire actually that my children should do learn this gratitude. Now, how do I get into them that this particular thought that they should learn do this course if it is my deep
So
desire?
how, and this is something I will say, how long have you been doing it?
Right.
You've just started.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
then I would
after I,
exactly. First, start doing it for yourself. When your children see you doing it, like the others have been sharing that they wanted to do a magic rock or they wanted to discuss what was the best thing that happened. So slowly they will start doing it. But first, focus on doing it right yourself. And when they start seeing the changes in you, when they start saying, "Arey, mama seems to be in a happy mood," that's the first thing. When I had done the gratitude evenings for the children, the 16 to 24-year olds, that's the first thing I asked them, and they told me, "She seems to be in a better mood these days. She seems to be getting less angry with me." And I had asked them very pointedly, "Are you seeing differences in your parents? Are they losing their temper? Are they getting angry with you? What is happening with your parents?" And when I asked them this question, so many of them said, yes, they seem to be in a better mood. So first, start showing that change in yourself, and then your children will start to recognize it. And then they will say, okay, mama seems to be doing something right. Maybe we need to do the same thing.
Thank you.
Okay, Ruchi, I want to share on this.
Yes, Shruti. Yes.
So first, regarding the health, when I was doing the first 21 days, the first magic book practice, I have a terrible frozen shoulder from past 6 months.
Wow.
And the time when we were practicing that, the pain depleted quite a lot. It didn't go, but I was feeling so energetic those 21 days. Though it has come back again, but I really think that gratitude worked quite a lot on this.
Quite
So
a
I
lot,
have to start working on it
So
again.
do one thing, Shruti, when I share the book again today, look for the frozen shoulder affirmation.
I have the Louis Hay book. I have it
Then
with
just
me.
see
Yeah.
that, and whatever the affirmation is, every single day, say it at least 5 times. At least 5 times, because those affirmations are very powerful. They have been designed with a lot of thought and intent. The language is perfect. Like I said, your language has to be right. So I don't want to mislead you all into saying that, say this or say that. No, please follow the language that's given in the book. Don't try and make up your own language on it. Even with me, because I didn't know the right affirmation, I only told my shoulder and back, "I love you so much," because I know I can never go wrong by saying that. That can never go wrong, right? So be very careful with the language you use. Don't make up your own affirmations. People have put in their years of hard work in coming to that. So let's just follow it. Now, why we go ahead and do it? Yeah, let's just take it from
very true.
It's so much easier for us. So just take that affirmation out, and maybe with the gift of health is keeping me alive, with that, write the affirmation down below so that you're
I have it here.
yeah, so you're able to read it. Yeah, so just keep that affirmation there. Okay.
True.
Yes. So thank you so much, everyone. It is
Thank you, Ruchi.
Thank you, Ruchi.
And I will be posting the Louis Hay book. I will be posting the
Thank you so much, Ruchi.
meditation. So y'all can all go through that at your leisure. So thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Ruchi.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Ruchi.
Thank you.
Hello, Ruchi. I wanted to ask you my question.
Yes. Who's this?
Meda.
Yeah, Yeah, Medha,
अब मैं दिखाई
you
दे रही
wrote
हूँ.
about Ganesha, right? Is that what your question is?
Yeah.
Yes, you can definitely use it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Ruchi.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Ruchi.
you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Ruchi.
Ruchi.
आपको देख के
Thank you,
ही
Ruchi.
feel very energetic.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Wish you the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruchi.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ruchi.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ruchi.